Hey, it's me. Welcome to Trump Mafia. Now, many Californians want to secede from the Union and form their own country. They don't really feel like Americans, and many of them aren't Americans. But I believe that this will lead to a lot of discrimination and assaults on those Californians that want to stay in the United States and conservatives. And it's a real problem. In addition, you give these people an inch, they will take a mile. Soon another state wants to secede, and soon the United States of America will be, 10 or 15 states. And what is that? So you have to move rapidly, efficiently, and in a devastating way. So I propose a massive operation which has two components, and I would call it Operation North and Operation South. Now in the South, San Diego is the first target. Now what they have to their advantage is a lot of Mexicans living in California. These are Mexican citizens. In addition, the Mexican army will of course ally itself with those Californians that want to secede, and they will fight against Americans. And so San Diego is also the home of some naval bases, but we have the advantage that we have all these people at the Army bases, the Marines, we have Navy SEALs, Air Force, and they will secure their bases. In addition, they will initiate several operations to facilitate Operation South. Now, Operation South has a double von Schlieffen plan, meaning the south part will move straight into Mexico, into the Baja area, and pivot upwards to Tijuana and then onwards to San Diego, thereby cutting off the Mexican army and at the same time securing the south of San Diego, preventing any retreat of Mexicans into Mexico. At the same time, you will have a massive armored force moving directly to San Diego and moving across its northern border and then pivoting upwards. So at the same time, you're cutting off the retreat of forces to Los Angeles. You're preventing reinforcements from Los Angeles to reach San Diego, and you're isolating San Diego in a pocket. It will be rapidly captured. Then I'm talking about Operation North, where you have Sacramento as a prime target. Now, Sacramento has to be taken on the first day. So I'm talking about a very quick movement of armor and troops into Sacramento, and it'll be a full assault. No more games, and it has to be captured. And at the same time, you will have troops moving through oregano, which is a great spice if used on mozzarella cheese, and they will link up with a lot of conservative militias in the north of California that will be activated and waiting for Operation North. And so motorized infantry will link up with all of these militias. So after having captured Sacramento and the militias and the infantry moving from the north into San Francisco, you're also having a sweeping movement underneath, which stops short of going into San Jose. So you're talking about having a whole area that includes the Bay Area, San Jose, surrounded basically. And the problem is not really San Francisco, the problem is San Jose. Now I believe a lot of artillery needs to bear down on San Jose. I mean, we would have to pulverize San Jose. and really turn it into a parking lot. San Francisco has to be preserved for its historical importance and blah blah blah. But basically, we're talking about people that will easily surrender when they're under a little bit of stress. So I believe Operation North will be successful, it will be rapid, and there will be minimal casualties, and there will be massive surrenders, especially from San Francisco, as you can imagine. Now, the problem is Operation South. Now, after the double von Schlieffen plan, you will have a lot of forces that will have retreated to Los Angeles, and Los Angeles really becomes the remaining pocket. Now, here is where the link up happens. Forces from Operation North, being very quick and efficient and successful, will move to the south and secure the northern part of Los Angeles. And so Operation South, being very successful, will pivot upwards, move north towards Los Angeles. Now, Los Angeles and its surrounding area, we're talking about a very spread out city. So, because of the parks and forests, it's almost perfect to surround it. You have special forces taking control of Catalina Island, installing some massive howitzers, and you could pound the whole of Los Angeles day after day, and all their supplies are cut off. So, knowing Los Angeles, there will be an apocalyptic atmosphere. You will start to see gang warfare, you will have to see some cannibalism, and eventually they will eat each other. And somehow they will end up surrendering. And it might take a long time. You may see some, depraved sights coming out of Los Angeles, footage captured on smartphones and whatnot, of massive rapes and gang members torturing people, and people, just doing anything to get some food. And it'll be brutal. And, you could say, okay, why don't you just pulverize the whole of Los Angeles? But no. You're talking about not destroying the USA for the sake of keeping the USA whole. So there is some patience involved. But I believe that if you have this kind of situation, you can negotiate their terms of surrender. And you can make a deal with them and whatnot, and finally occupy Los Angeles. So then California will be secure, it will be part of the Union, and it'll have a special status. Okay, having been conquered in a way, the two senators and reps that they will have in Congress will be appointed by the President of the United States rather than be elected by its citizens. Until the whole voting system in California is carefully examined to eliminate any future election fraud and to prevent Mexico and Mexican citizens from voting in any of the elections, be it local or state level, or even voting for president. And that, people, is how it would unfold.
All right.